The ANC, the South African Communist Party, and the Congress of South African Trade Unions were married back in 1990 when then apartheid government unbanned political organizations in the country. What followed was a formidable force in South Africa's political landscape, the Tripartite Alliance. This alliance brought together en masse the black majority of the country and was seen as an effective channel to merge labor, the people, and government concerns. For the next 26 odd years, this alliance at face value looked to be solid and instrumental, not only in the ruling party's success, but its hold on government. This is no longer the case. The ANC now finds itself in a fragile position.
The alliance need a new language. They need a new minimum program that will keep them together. But unfortunately, once you have freedom begins to, and democracy, it begins to create new challenges. People are now free to do as they please, to speak as they want. The conditions are very different. And the alliance need to now reinvent themselves. So it is the failure to reinvent themselves that creates a crisis.
One man's alleged dealings now threaten to unravel the alliance. President Jacob Zuma is being seen as an enemy by two of the alliance partners. His recent comments telling Cosatu and the SACP not to meddle in ANC affairs has not made things easier.
It's a joke. It just tells you the level of deterioration in the ANC. Well, the president is 10 years too late. Maybe he needed to make that call in 2007 when Cosatu supported him all the way to Polokwane. Look, it's factionalism. When we have the president of the ANC talking like that, then you worry for the organization. You realize that the organization is in trouble.
Our crime in the Communist Party at the moment is that we've been calling these problems by their names. We did not dilly-dally over some time. We've been saying, we think here's the problem of the Gupta family and their involvement in the politics of the movement. They've been capturing our state institutions, or the state and the state institutions. We believe that they've captured our president. They are now controlling him. They are now all out to control our provinces.
The list of those speaking out against President Jacob Zuma and the influential Gupta family is growing by day. It's unlikely, though, that MPs in office will do the same.
It's quite clear that when we're raising some of these things, these are issues that generally should be raised all the time at all levels. What Comrade Ngaku did today is a clear example that there's been a held back on a wide range of issues. And we've only dealt with the symptoms of the problem. And that is why it's very critical that comrades in the movement should not hold back when wrong things are happening. They should report those wrong things to the movement. But you have a bigger problem. If your president is the one that is misbehaving, who are you going to report this thing to?
So what then is the state and relevance of the alliance?
We are facing challenges in the Tripartite Alliance, as you can see in the public space, but I'm an eternal optimist. I believe that as leaders of the Tripartite Alliance, we'll sit down so that we can be able to resolve whatever challenges are there. This alliance is not just a formal alliance. It has been born out of the crucible of struggle over many decades.
Both the SACP and Cosatu agree that Jacob Zuma is threatening the stability of the alliance. Political analysts describe his actions as those of a dying horse desperately clinging to power. Those in his way include former ministers Ngwako Ramatlodi, Mcebisi Jonas, Derek Anekom, and sidelined Pravin Gordhan. All roads now point to the ANC's elective conference in December. Cosatu and the SACP have endorsed Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa as their preferred candidate to lead the ANC. President Jacob Zuma, however, has veered from ANC protocol and endorsed Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma as the most fit to replace him. But despite an increasingly acrimonious situation, the SACP and Cosatu believe there is value in holding the alliance together, provided Zuma steps down soon. For Business Day TV, I'm Lebogang Mokoena.